but I'm actually interviewing someone at 1 o'clock. A lovely lady called Charlotte. It'll be on this page so you can see it. She's a first-time mum who is also kind of battling to juggle the work and wanting to be at home. But anyway, you'll hear all from her later. So I wanted to hop on now just to actually talk about what I wanted to today, which was stop trying to be so productive. There are so many apps where you can track the hours that you spend on things, and spreadsheets where you can break it down hour by hour what you actually have to get done during the day. Now, I have to actually admit, I do a spreadsheet. My husband actually just mentioned it to me a couple of days ago, and it is a game changer, because actually what I do is just put hour by hour, and it's simple things. So, for example, 8 to 9, have a shower. 9 to 10, Sarah and I do an activity. 10 to 11, we just kind of like chill out a little bit, and then between 11 and 12, generally she has a nap or something. But then actually what I do is I fill in there, or I have done the last couple of days, what I actually also get done. So by the end of the day, I'm not sitting there thinking, God, I did nothing today. I actually look at that sheet and I'm flipping out, I actually did a lot today. So that's one way that I've actually realized how productive I am. I haven't stopped trying to optimize every single second of the day, because actually I am doing a full-time job as well as trying to do everything else, as are you and every other parent out there. So I do that to kind of reassure myself that I am actually being productive. And then also I'll just move the screen a little bit across so you can see, it goes that way. Can you see behind me all these lovely little post-it notes? So when my brain is going into overdrive and I'm thinking, oh my God, I have to do this. Oh my God, I have to do that. Oh my God, I have to do this. Write it down, stick it on the wall. Write it down, stick it on the wall. Write it down, stick it on the wall. Then it's out of my head, and I can actually have a little bit of space to think about something else, to think about how I can add value in another way, instead of stressing that I have to get the description of my page right, because it's not quite, I still haven't quite figured out the right wording or anything. And what you find, or what I've found, is you're taught that work is supposed to be hard. Earning a living is supposed to be hard. You have to have, so many A levels, GCSEs. You must have a degree or some kind of diploma, or, excuse me, something that education-wise that proves you are able to do the job that you're doing. Yes, I totally get that with doctors and scientists and people that actually need to know serious, well, I say serious, complex information and be able to remember it. Those are pretty necessary. I wouldn't go to a doctor that didn't have a qualification, so I can't really say that no, every job is the same. But starting your own business, you don't have to have a university degree. As I think I've mentioned in previous stuff, I've got two degrees. I don't use either of them. Never. I actually left school without any A levels because I found work and preferred working instead of going to my classes. I'm not advocating that you do that. Please don't take it as that. All I'm saying is, just because you don't have X, Y, or Z, don't think that you can't achieve something. That's just wrong. That's what we're taught, but that's not right. And that comes back to work having to be hard. You have to be busy. You have to be working 12, 18 hours a day. When I worked in financial services, it was, what do they call it? Presenteeism, I think it is. Being at your desk, being there. So I remember just before I actually left, I was working 7 till 7. I was at my desk by 7 o'clock, and I didn't leave until, I think it was actually about 6:30. It wasn't 7 o'clock, it was about 6:30. I could have, I'm not sure that made me more productive, probably made me a bit resentful, tired. So there you go. And in this effort to try to fulfill, look, we have to be busy. We find lots of activities to fill our day, to do lots of activities that actually, when I put up there on my board, wall, I suddenly look at that and I go, I don't need to do that, I'll take it down. But in my head, it was occupying time, and was making me busy. And busy, if you let it go on too much, becomes a source of overwhelm and then can make you panic. And if you panic, you lose focus, you lose connection with what your real passion is, why you're doing what you're doing, and it actually suddenly becomes arduous. And that's when you stop, or it's when I've stopped before with businesses. In all fairness, though, I haven't really, I don't think, until now, working with other parents to help them see how they can work from home. I've never actually found anything that I am passionate about that is getting me out of bed, even though I am exhausted before Zara wakes up. I will say that we are into the phase where she's slowing down with her wake ups. So I'm lucky there. I know that in newborn stage, or even, prior to 8, 9, 10, 11 months, it definitely wouldn't have happened. But there are ways that you can channel your passion. So when you do get the time and the ability to focus, you can crack on ahead, and it's amazing. So that's kind of all I really wanted to cover today. Stop trying to make yourself so busy, or or productive is the thing. You think you have to be busy to be productive, but you don't, I promise. And tomorrow I'm actually going to cover something called Einstein time, which pretty much encapsulates exactly what I've said, but in a much more theoretical and scientific way. So actually that's the method behind the madness that I've just spoken to you about. But I hope you all have a lovely day, and do join at 1 o'clock if you can when I'm chatting to Charlotte. She's awesome, and I think you will understand where she's coming from, and therefore kind of what I'm about and what I'm trying to do and help people with. Okay, have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.